Hey everybody, I know it's not Saturday, but after the events of this weekend, I just felt like, we need to have a chat. So, if you've not been paying attention, or there's just too much going on to kind of catch everything, let's start with Friday. Friday, U.S. military decided that they needed to bomb the shit out of Syria, right? So, I know some of you going, well, aren't we supposed to be bombing the shit out of Syria? No, we're not, right? We are the head of the coalition that is attempting to run the Islamic State the fuck out of Syria, right? Not blow Syrians up, okay? So, what was the U.S.'s response to bombing the shit out of Syria? Oops, our bad. Really? Our bad? That was your response? We thought we were bombing Islamic terrorists. Was what they said. What? No, I ain't buying it. I'm sorry. Neither are the Russians or the Syrians. Okay? Vladimir Putin is pissed, and so is the Syrian government. And they're not bringing charges against the United States through the UN. Okay? Now, before you start going, well, you know what, fuck the UN, we don't need... No. The UN has its purpose, whether you like it or not. And we're a part of it. Okay? Now, because of our bombing of Syria, or we have allowed the Islamic State to take over a major city in Syria that, well, we was trying to prevent that from happening. Well, that didn't go over so well, did it? So, like I said, needless to say, Russia and Syria are both a little upset right now with the good old U.S. flag. Right? And any of you who've been in the military, or even have spouses that have been in the military or still are in the military, you know sometimes things get sideways. It happens. Especially in the combat zone. Okay? Shit will go sideways. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Before you even know it, shit goes wrong. Well, this time it went wrong bad. Okay, so now we got to deal with that. Also, there was a bombing in New York and in New Jersey, and other devices were found. Now today, Uncle Sam has managed to capture the person that they believe is responsible for the bombings. So, good for them, I guess. I don't know. It seems a little too convenient. There was a standoff and a shootout. The guy was wounded, and I ain't gonna even pretend to try to pronounce his fucking name. Anyway, he was wounded. 2 police officers were wounded, so, our thoughts and prayers here from the Stanley Manor to those officers and a speedy recovery. Right? And another young man decided to go on a stabbing rampage in Minnesota. Stabbing. That's right. I said stabbing. Went to a mall in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Stabbed 9 people. Shot and killed by an off-duty police officer who was armed with a firearm, right? Then it goes one of them old jokes, right? Don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Anyway, he's dead. Shot to death in a mall in St. Cloud, Minnesota by an off-duty police officer after stabbing 9 people. And the Somali refugees that are in St. Cloud, Minnesota, they're losing their minds because, of course, this guy was part of that community. And so, they're worried about the backlash. Now, we as Americans, whether you like to admit it or not, okay, pretty much came from somewhere else originally. Okay? There's very few in this group, especially, or who'll watch this video, that are American Indian, Native American. Most of us, our families, wandered here from somewhere else. So this country was built by what is deemed refugees, but nowadays, refugees, immigrants, that kind of thing. Of course, the Europeans came here originally and conquered, beat everybody the hell down and took over. But the fact of the matter is, we're not from here. Well, damn it, Steve, I was born here. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying we're not Americans. I'm just saying we're not native to this land. So before you go around trying to blame all refugees or all immigrants for what the fuck's going wrong, keep that in mind, right? There's a time in this country where being Irish was about to get you hung in public. My family's Irish, so we didn't really care for that whole concept, right? And there's a time in this country where being Italian was not a good thing, right? So the people in the Somalia neighborhoods of St. Cloud, Minnesota, of course, are now in fear of retaliation, by the white man. So, don't be an asshole, right? We have to watch what's going on around us. We have to be vigilant. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying don't go out and fucking looking for trouble. Don't go out causing trouble. Don't go out being an asshole, right? You can't blame the entire people of an area because of one asshole. I know it's easy to do, but don't do it. So, anyway, with these attacks over the weekend, the American people are once again horrified. The American government has once again got egg on their face because all the fucking money they spend, every year on Homeland Security. Well, I don't see where it's going, except for, reading my fucking emails, listening to my phone calls. I don't know what else to do with that damn money, but they obviously ain't protecting the homeland, are they? So the Department of Homeland Security, FBI, CIA, NHS, who the fuck ever's in charge? You fucked up. Again, and again. Jackasses. Anyway. So we have to be vigilant. We have to watch what's going on around us. If you see something going on, phone call somebody. Call your local police department. Call your local sheriff's department. Call the FBI. Fucking, they love having phone calls. Trust me, I know. Call us other bitches, right? But don't go causing trouble. Don't do it. Now, with the American government having egg on their face, being all surprised, the American people being all horrified, you know who's not surprised? You know who's not horrified? The president of Russia. That's right. I said it. The president of Russia, Vladimir Putin. He actually warned Obama a week ago this shit was going to happen. Right? And he was told to mind his own damn business. What? How in the hell you think you know what's going on in America? Vladimir said, because I drink and I know things. That's what I do. Fuck, I don't know. But he warned them. The president of Russia calls you and says, hey, there's some shady people and some shady shit. You might want to have a look at it. Fucking listen. Jackasses. Anyway. Because of this, of course, the Tin Hat Brigade is losing their minds. Okay? Now, I love to put my tin hat on. I love to watch conspiracy theories, listen to conspiracy theories. I love that shit. I live for it. Any of you who know me for a long time, you know this. I love a good conspiracy. God, I love them. But this weekend has really played into some of the ramblings of the Tin Hat Brigade, right? That this is one of those incidents we're going to see a lot of in the next couple coming weeks. That's going to allow President Obama to declare martial law to keep the election from happening. I don't know about that. Could be, could not be. I wouldn't put it past to some bitch, but I don't know. It's another one of those things that the Tin Hat Brigade is going on about, is how, these homegrown Muslim terrorists in this country are working for the Democrats. I don't know if I believe that one either, but it's fun to watch, right? It's fun to listen to. So the conspiracy theorist people are going nuts right now, just losing their shit, and I love it. So, with the attacks happened over the weekend, right? Donald Trump stepped off a plane in Colorado and said, "Hey, some bombs went off in New York, man. We need to watch this." The fucking media crucified him for saying bombings. Hillary Clinton said bombings too. CNN edited that shit out. And then everybody crucified Donald Trump for saying bombings. Well, now guess what? Fucking guys got to eat crow, don't they? Because they caught the guy and their bombs, surprise, surprise, and the guy's an Islamic terrorist, right? So, where they didn't want to say terrorism, which, it was, they didn't want to say bombings, which it was, and they didn't want to crucify Donald Trump for saying bombings, which it was. There's no reason not to listen to the media, not to believe those assholes, because they're going to lie to you, they're going to manipulate you, and they're going to make you see what they want you to see. And now, y'all know I ain't a fan of Donald Trump. I ain't a fan of Hillary Clinton. That's beyond the point. But when the damn media is determined to twist and turn everything a man says to make him look like an asshole, that should really make you question why. Is he really that big an asshole? Or what are they scared of? Right? I know. That's one of them tin hat things coming out, but stop and think about it. As long as Donald Trump's been in the media, Donald Trump's been in business, nobody's ever accused him of being a racist until he decided to run for president against Hillary Clinton. And now all of a sudden the man's a racist and a fearmonger and everything else. It really makes me question the media. Anyway, so there's that. There's the conspiracies. So you can read them on your own. You can look at them on your own. They're funny. They really are. Some of them kind of scary. All right, so this is for my friends in North Carolina. What the fuck was wrong with you people? You knew the damn gas line was leaking. I told you. The news media told you. How come this weekend everybody lost their fucking minds and decided to go and buy gas? Hey, we did not have a gas shortage until everybody showed up at the gas station at the same time. Did I miss a memo? I'm just curious, right? There's people show up at the gas station with a car, 37 gas jugs and 5-gallon barrels filling up. Why? Okay? Didn't want to know why they had gas. Well, because every asshole showed up, pumped 100 gallons out to get tanks. Now look, this is what we call supply and demand and supply shortages, right? Man-made shortages, man-caused shortages, not a natural shortage. Okay, it ain't like the weather knocked out the power and you couldn't watch your MTV. No, nothing about that, right? People worried, panicked, because they had the sheep mentality and ran to the gas station with their car, their wife's car, their husband's car, mama's car, gas cans, buckets, milk jugs, and filled up everything they owned that would hold gasoline and brought it home and stored it in the backyard, right? First off, what the fuck you gonna do about gasoline? What happens if it catches fire? You can see your house burn from here. Stop doing stupid shit. It ain't no different than in the winter, right? Fucking weatherman says snow. People panic and run to the store and had to buy every loaf of bread they can find. Never got why. Why do you need bread and milk when it snows? I live in the South. I don't understand that shit. Why, when somebody says, hey, the gas line's leaking, you want to run and buy gas? All gas stations got gas. Some that ran out on Sunday because, well, there's an in-ground tank. It's a finite supply. You can only pump so much out before it runs out, dummies. But stop and think about it. Especially those of you in this group. One of the things I've been talking about for a long time now is having a supply of things at your house, right? Being prepared for disasters and emergencies. While there was not a disaster or an emergency this weekend in North Carolina, people assumed it was. And ran out and bought every gallon of gasoline that they could hold and bring it home and hide it and store it and stockpile it or whatever. What if it had been an actual emergency? Okay? Stop thinking about that for a minute. What if there had actually been an actual emergency situation? People were polite. They were desperate for no reason, but they were polite. What happens when there's an actual problem and people are no longer polite? And you've been standing outside of your car for 2 hours waiting to get to a gas pump, and somebody cuts in front of you. What do? Or if you stand outside the grocery store for 3 hours to get in because the place is so packed they can only let somebody in at a time. Okay? So now somebody screams, hey, he got the last case of bottled water. What's going to happen? I imagine somebody in a panic situation is going to freak out, be worried about themselves and their family, and go over and beat that man down. Right? The guy that just cut in front of the guy at the gas pump, the guy that just got the last case of bottled water. Right? When people assume that they're in a bad situation, they panic. So, those of you who live in North Carolina and witnessed this shit this weekend, or you witnessed the nonsense every winter, no matter if you believe anything else I say, even those of you who live out at the hurricane zone on the coast, why are you not stockpiling some supplies? Bottled water, water filters, canned food, medical supplies, necessary medications. What do you think this weekend would have been like here in North Carolina? People waiting to buy gas, trying to buy gas, and the banks were also having issues, and the ATMs were not working, and the bank cards didn't work. How many of you keep cash anymore? I know I don't carry cash anymore. Hell, everybody takes my bank card. Why do I need to carry cash? How many of you carry cash anymore? So, while you're recovering from this weekend, if you're one of the ones that ran out and bought 127 gallons of gasoline, or if you're one of the ones that got to a gas station that was out of gas, think about that. What happens if we actually have a true situation where there might not be any more gas coming for a while? There might not be any more trucks coming to the grocery store for a while. Okay? Power goes out. The banking systems go down. Right? What do you have at your home right now that you can survive on? What if you weren't home? What if you was at work? You drove into work on fumes thinking you was going to stop and get gas, and every station you passed was out of gas, trying to get home. Or the stations were open and had gas, but the banking system was down, so you couldn't use your card. Okay, so a couple things. Always keep at least half tank gas in your car. Always keep your bag with you. Keep some cash on hand, even if it's just $20 or $30. At least you always have some cash. Put it in a jar, put it in a drawer somewhere, and then don't think about it. Don't use it. Just be there. Or take $20, stick it in the glove box, or put it in that secret part of your wallet that you don't ever look in. That way you're not tempted to spend it. But then you'll at least have some cash if you need it. So, anyway, we created our own issue this weekend, right? What happens if it's not a panic situation? What was a true situation? What do you have on hand to survive a weekend, a week, 2 weeks, a month, right? So let's see. Conspiracy theories covered. Attacks covered. Man-made shortages covered. I think that'll do it for now. All right. You just gotta be smart. Now's not the time to act stupid. Most of the people that you run into every day is part of the sheeple mentality. They're sheep. Only a few are woken up and see the reality of our situation in this country. You can try to save the sheep. Your best bet's to worry about yourself. I'm done trying to wake people up. I'm done trying to save the sheep. Okay? I've done all I can do. I'm preparing myself, I'm preparing my house, preparing my family. And I'll be more than happy to help and guide anybody that's already awake, such as the people that are watching this video. But I'm tired of trying to wake up the sheep. They just have to fend for themselves. Okay? What's going to happen, though, is those same sheep, when panic hits, you see what happened. So when a worse situation hits, and the mob mentality sets in, so things are going to get real bad. And if you've not witnessed it, you can look it up. Look what's going on around you. Look what's going on in Venezuela. Look what's going on in other countries. Hell, look what's going on in our own country. People panic. It gets bad. It gets bad real fast, and it stays bad a while. And I think that's what we're going for. It doesn't matter who wins the presidential election, as far as that's concerned. Okay? I know who I want to see win it. I know there's not a chance in hell that happening. I truly think that Hillary Clinton's going to win it because it was predetermined, it was predestined by her backers and her financiers. She was going to win this election regardless of what happens. She already proved to me that she doesn't care who she steps on to get there or what lies she has to tell to do it. That scares me. If she wants in that office that badly to lie, cheat, and steal to get there, what's she going to do when she's there? Like Donald Trump or not, he speaks his mind. You ain't got to agree with him. You got to recognize the fact he's speaking his mind. Gary Johnson is speaking his mind. You got to agree with him, but you should respect the man for the fact that he's speaking his mind. Same with Trump. I respect him that he speaks his mind. He don't care about who cares. He don't care about what he says. This is who I am, and he lays it out there. Johnson. This is who I am, and he lays it out there. Hillary Clinton, you know who the fuck she is. She don't let nobody close enough to know who the fuck she is. So, anyway, there you go. Conspiracy theories, supply shortages, and a little truth for you. All right, enjoy your week. I'll talk to you again on Saturday. Unless some crazy shit happens, I'll be back on because I love it, right? I fucking live for it. All right, good night, everybody.